Hey everybody, welcome to the latest edition of What to Watch with Your Popcorn. I am Rob.
And I'm Dave.
And today we're going to be reviewing Cirque du Freak, The Vampire's Assistant, which is based on a series of books by Darren Shan. And personally, I didn't find the film to be that great. What about you?
Me either.
Yeah, I mean, I like the beginning because I thought the beginning was very unusual because that's the scene where the lead character is, playing games in his coffin. Everybody's mourning around him. That was very interesting. But to me, I thought the problem was the director wasn't right for it because some parts of the film felt like it was a missed opportunity. Like, for example, take the Freak Show. I wanted to experience the show, but it was like a cut and paste kind of thing to it, where you just experience like a few seconds of each of the performers instead of experiencing the whole show.
Right, yeah, they didn't show much of the Freak Show at all. It was more like the private life of Cirque du Freak and all that, the vampire and everything. The acting was semi-good. It wasn't John C. Reilly's best film. I've seen better.
I don't know, I liked his performance. He probably had the favorite performance for the film for me, and I thought he brought some very, very funny moments to this movie. Take, for example, when Darren, the lead character's friend Steve, is trying to get Reilly's character to make him into a vampire. I thought that was a very good scene. I thought John C. Reilly was probably the best actor out of the whole film.
That was a good scene.
Yeah, and but my problem with the film was the mood and the tone were off from time to time. And also, another thing was I thought the actors were a little bit stiff, getting back to the acting. Like, I thought the lead actor, Darren, he seemed stiff. He had like a blank expression on his face compared to his friend Steve, who I thought was more lively and put more development into his character than the lead character, Darren.
Yeah, the lead Darren, it seemed at times he didn't even enjoy doing this movie. He was just like, let's get this over with and let's, move on to the next one,
Yeah. Yeah, and getting back to the mood and tone being off, this movie should have worked more as a dark comedy than as a family film. I think they were trying to capitalize on the Harry Potter and the Golden Compass thing where they make it a little bit family-oriented, but this movie with the language and the darkness that it has, to me it felt like they should have made this a pitch-black comedy, but I think they just wanted to attract kids and teens to this movie.
Yeah.
But to me, the biggest disappointment for me were the fight scenes. To me, the fight scenes were not exciting.
I feel the same way. It was basically like magic fighting. And typically, when you do magic fighting, you got to go over the top with it and make it look more realistic. They didn't do that here. It was just basic tricks and basic. They basically focused on doing it all in the lighting, I'd say.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, and another problem I had with it, I thought the movie had no suspense, and it really needed it. Like, take, for example, those little creatures who are asked to spy on Darren. There was no suspense, they just had the characters look at him every so often at different locations,
Yeah,
they should have did something like where they kind of follow him and have low angles behind the character, and have something sinister, and that was really missing.
They weren't scary at all. I mean, they were like the Jawas in Star Wars. They weren't even scary.
I think this was a missed opportunity. There's some good ideas in it, but it needed the right director, and I think it needed the right screenwriter. But the movie did not do very well at the box office, and I don't think it did well for DVD sales. And there's people that are petitioning for a sequel, but if it didn't make a lot of money, there's going to be no sequels. I think I know in this day and age, there's a lot of people that are upset about remakes and reboots, but I think if there's a movie that needs a reboot, it's this one. It's got to have the right director. It's got to have the right tone. I mean, I think I like the ideas, and now I'm curious about looking at the books, but I just think that it was a missed opportunity.
Yeah, the way they ended the movie, they really didn't even leave it open to a sequel.
Well, I think they did. They did. I can't give it away, obviously, but believe me, I think it opens to a sequel. I mean, a lot of movies now are trying to do it like that, and oftentimes there's a 50-50 chance a sequel won't happen, but it does leave open a sequel.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I don't think I can quite recommend this movie. I mean, I think, like I said, I like some of the ideas, and I liked John C. Reilly and his character, but I think it would need to be in the right hands for it to work.
Yeah.
So what about you?
I agree with you. I can't really recommend this either.
Okay, so that's it. So thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.